What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We're back for match number 5 of this modern league, versing Irish Hobbs. We won the die roll, and we're going to be on the play. This hand has the potential for us to go in on a Dryad Arbor. I think going in on a Dryad Arbor is not the preferred method to win, though. So we mulligan to 6 here, and this looks pretty good. We'll bottom the Dryad Arbor. Depending on what our opponent's doing, we might go in on a Core Spirit Dancer. Our opponent is on Heliod combo. Hopefully they don't have the 1 mana creature that protects their other creatures. Giver of Runes. Hopefully no Giver of Runes. We do actually have the Spider Umbra, so we can block a Nickmoth Nexus. Okay, looks like it's a Shadow deck. Griffspoon is a nice draw. Let's go ahead and cast both Spider Umbra and Griffspoon on our Glade Cover Scout and attack on in. If we had like one land in out, like one more land in hand, we had the guaranteed like Core Spirit Dancer thing. Core Spirit Dancer plus Totem Armor, I kind of would be incentivized to go for that, but considering it's not guaranteed, like I'd be incentivized to play out just Spider Umbra and maybe leave back Chump Blockers or something, or just attack for 2. And then Core Spirit Dancer plus Totem Armor, and then give it flying the turn after and just kill them with Core Spirit Dancer. But because of the context of the game, my hand, the fact that I'm not guaranteed 3 mana for next turn, this is just better. So, opponent piling up the options. Alright, well here comes Thoughtseers to ruin all our fun. I guess they take the call. I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter what they take, I don't know. It's all dependent on like what we draw. They take the Hain Umbra. Right. We're getting Death Shadowed now. Looking a lot that way. Cool. And attacked for 1. Well, that's a decent draw. Let's put it on our creature and hope our opponent doesn't team with Battle Rage and kill us. Put this on like our opponent's Death Shadow and make them gain life to kill it. OP. So we're back up to 19. If they have Team of Battle Rage this turn plus Fetch Shock, we're dead. I'm not sure we're beating a Team of Battle Rage full stop this game. So we'll see what they go for this time. They haven't just jammed Fetch Land into Shocking, so that's a good sign. Croxer, alright, goodbye, Core Spirit Dancer. You'll be sorely missed. Opponent attacking in for 8. Yeah, just what the doctor ordered. We're dead to Team of Battle Rage either way, so let's just put this on and attack. Reducing their life to 2. I don't know, maybe we play this post-combat. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. Alright, so opponent is on 2. They lightning bolt us, and then they have lethal. Okay, so it made difference. Although not really, because we would have gained 1 less life. Cool. And he finds his bloodstained mire. Alright, well, we're just dead. Almost got there. Almost. Alright, so we're going to want these Leyline of Sanctities, obviously. For some reason, they don't want to drag out, so I guess I'll double-click them. Our second path to exile is also very, very good. We're going to be wanting to trim on core Spirit Dancers. I don't know, Staggering Insight's sort of pretty medium, if you ask me. I think our weakest aura, though, is going to be our Spider Umbra. Anything else we want to bring in? Rest in Peace is probably not worthwhile. And neither is anything else in our sideboard. I don't really think we need to look for a suppression-filled cheese here. Maybe if we leave in 1 Spider Umbra here. Oh wait, no, just take it out. Okay, I brought in the path, that's what's going on. Yeah, gotcha. So bringing in 1 path, 4 ley lines, taking out 3 Spider Umbra and 2 cool Spirit Dancer. Alright, reminder if you haven't already, guys, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogle content. Alright, so sweet, we got this hand looking pretty good. That is, of course, if you are enjoying what you're seeing here. Who knows? And yeah, I'm also on Twitch, if that's your thing, live gaming. I play a variety of decks on there, not just hexproof. So, alright, let's go ahead and get our Temple Garden, take a bit of damage. We've got a lot of life gain in hand, which is nice, and we've got protection from discard. We are trying desperately to find that second land, though. If we find the second land on curve here, there's no way our opponent wins. Just gonna call that one. Alright, well, here comes the Misha's Bobble. Cracking that Marsh Flats and playing a creature? Not playing a creature. So my opponent made it like pretty clear that they have Death Shadow here. We find land. Okay, well, we're just pretty happy at this point. If we get Pyroclasmed here, I'm going to be very surprised. Maybe the Spirit Link was greedy and I should have left Spirit Link in hand. It's nice to start gaining life, shrink down our opponent's Scourge of the Skyclave, make it harder for them to have that line though as well. Spirit Link's also like excellent against Eidolon of the Great Revel if you're playing burn. If you put it on your opponent's Eidolon, every time its Eidolon deal or their Eidolon will deal damage, you'll gain life off of it. So the spells you cast are essentially neutral, and the spells your opponents cast will gain you life. Night's Whisper. Alright, alright. We've wrapped this one up. We've got it. What a good draw. Hello, Mr. Hyena. Mr. Hyena Umbra. I guess like Liliana's Triumph could beat us. It's like an enchantment destroy. It's a sacrifice effect our opponent could play, which gets through Leyline of Sanctity. But if they're trying to go the distance with Death Shadow creatures, I think we're okay. All right, opponent concedes. Leyline too good. Ban Leyline. All right, so for game 3 here, do I want to change anything? I think I'm pretty happy with just running it back, honestly. All right, well, game 3 here. We're on the draw. And this hand is like obviously very, very good if they don't have a discard spell. But if they do have a discard spell, we're sort of screwed. But if they don't, we're in a really good spot. Opponent keeping a 7. See, like when a Thoughtseize deck keeps a 7, I'm just like that little bit more scared of them, right? I think despite this hand being excellent, we have to respect the Thoughtseize and mulligan at least once. Whoa. I mean, I don't normally keep no landers, but this hand is making an extremely strong argument. Holy crap, this is stacked. You know what? For the hell of it, I'm going to do this. We'll bottom a Core Spirit Dancer because the second ley line will pump up our Ethereal Armor. And if they have any enchantment destroy effects, then we're going to be pretty happy. So we're looking for land off the top of our library, and then we should be pretty good from there. Opponent never didn't have the 1-drop creature. Alright, here he comes, Swift Spear. Hurting us. Oh my god. Alright. What do you think, YouTube? Was that correct, or was that completely arsey? Let me know what you think. I think it's fantastic. Like, thing is, if we miss land drop for like 1 turn, but with like a hand like this, we're probably still in a really good spot. Alright, well, opponent is now thinking. He's probably very upset to see Leyline twice in a row. Little did he know, we kept no lander and ripped it. Little does he know. Looks like we're getting attacked, and he's setting up for like a Scourge of the Skyclaves, maybe. There's that Scourge. Look out. So play this, we have a 4-4, we attack, we put him to 11. I think in this game, our opponent is still the beatdown, and that we want to switch to blocking mode. We'll just pivot across. We had like an interesting predicament. If we drew land there was an argument to just play 1 Ethereal Armor into the Daybreak Coronet to play around our opponent having Croxer and making us discard the Daybreak. However, we drew Hyena Umbra instead of land, so that point sort of no longer exists there. Alright, what are we doing, opponent? What are we doing? Alright, here we go. Opponent is playing... Wow, Blood Moon? Fuck, how are we going to beat that? That's like pretty bad for us at this point. This also shuts our opponent off of casting any other creatures, but Scourge is going to get exponentially bigger. They could also be like disguising a black mana in hand. Oh, isn't that just sad? Because this was always fetching a basic planes as well. Damn. Well, let's see who draws out of this first. Dare I say our opponent probably has more basic swamps than what we do have basic plains. Actually, we're only running 1 basic plains in this list. Isn't that upsetting? Really? There's got to be a catch here, right? Like block? Honestly, what can he have? Like lightning bolt himself twice? Alright, well, I'm just gonna race the Swift Spear at this point. If he doesn't play a Swamp. Second Blood Moon, yeah, sure. Alright, well, we're finally hitting our other land drops, but yeah, let's see how we can end this one. Opponent did miss a land drop, so no Swamp in hand at the very least. Alright, I'm coming for your opponent. Slippery Bogle, ready to save the world. I don't know why they just threw away their Scourge like that. Maybe they thought we'd respect Lightning Bolt, but we're also not in the position to respect a Lightning Bolt there. So the whole thing just seems a little bit odd. Swift Spear, sure. Alright, well, we got a handful of really good auras. And we're technically 2 turns from killing them, but I guess if we draw white mana, we'll just kill them, or if they deal any damage to themselves, they're 1 attack off dead. Wasn't that a punt? Freaking doubling up on the Blood Moon and not fetching around your own Blood Moon. Alright. Alright, that seems like an odd one. Alright, well, we put them to 1. We're still on a nice, comfortable 14. And our opponent's going to start blocking with at least one of these Swift Spears. Maybe they have another red creature to play, a Bomat Courier. I wonder if he had a hand like without Blood Moons and he just drew into it and went, yep, let's gamble. Our opponent's missed a land drop, let's gamble. Hey, that's fairly possible. But imagine the situation they're like in if Scourge of the Skyclaves is still on the board though. Like they're just in such a better position. 2 creatures in. Bomat Courier generating some value. Sure, whatever. Take it. Whew. Isn't this hand stacked? Oh my god. It was stacked to begin with and we've just drawn even more gas. Unfortunately we can't cast it, but you know. We're narrowing in on the end of this game, hopefully. Alright, what other hasty stuff? What other non-black creatures could our opponent draw? And castable creatures. What we want to see is them attack with just Bomat Courier. That means good things. Okay. Yep. That is good. So they get an exile. Sure. And then they're going to have to cash in this Bomat Courier essentially next turn. They could either do it in response to blocking a Bogle or not. We're on 11. Maybe they've got like triple Lightning Bolt in hand. Wouldn't that be funny? Well, they would have attacked with Swift Spear and killed us, I suppose, if that was the case, right? Yeah, that'd be absolutely crazy. Team of Battle Rage. Sure. Well, that's gonna hurt. Does my opponent know how First Strike works, or has he got another 2 spells? Okay, my opponent's new to Magic, I think. Oh wait, no, here it comes. Kozilek's Return? Like, yikes, man. Still, First Strike, they trade. What even? Opponent loses their Bomat Courier. I wonder if they were planning around that one. Alright, well, whoever control... We need basic and a creature, and our opponent just needs, I guess maybe just... He needs a castable creature, but, like, none of our creatures are castable. Alright. What a wild game. We put our opponent all the way to 1, and then he does whatever the hell that was. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we've got the scout. We just need to draw that basic forest now. We've got a 1 in 42 chance. We can ditch Daybreak here. We can't cast that card ever through Moon without our Force of Vigor, which is not in the deck, so... Yep. What an absolute non-event this game has turned into. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can click on a land and it will say newly controlled because it's the last land that you played. That's interesting. Turn 16. And our opponent is doing as little as we are. Got the second creature to battle through maybe another Kozilek's Return. At this point, Spirit Link can probably go. Just gonna sculpt a perfect hand. I cannot believe this. Like, our opponent would have just had the win if he had the foresight to have fetched a basic swamp, but here we are. Here we are, slogging it. Looks like they drew land for turn. All right, triple scout. Let's go, team. Honestly, I'm not sure what to discard at this point. It might just be a scout. I don't think we're gonna need 3. I think 2 is relatively likely. Oh, yikes. They drew first. Damn. Damn. Get out of here, Bomac Courier. Ain't got time for your crap, man. Oh, not like this. I was so confident we were gonna get this one. That's freaking wacky as heck. Team Battle Rage into Kozilek's Return, trading off both the Swiss Spear and the Scout. Brilliant. Yeah, so this is like interesting. So far this league, I really don't see enough of an argument to splash that blue for just staggering inside. Like, the extra life gain doesn't seem that important to me. Just seems kind of mostly pointless. I kind of like the idea, but I think if you're running Spirit Links, probably 8 lots of Lifelink are too much. Where, you know, probably something like 7 is fine. Or 6 is probably fine as well. Alright, goodbye Hyena Umbra. I wonder if my opponent's going to pull the pin on this Bomac Courier at some point. Or if he's just going to use it as a win con. I guess he doesn't need to pull the pin on it. He can just keep doing what he's doing. We can keep drawing everything other than basic land. What, just get like surgical locked or something? He just has like triple surgical extraction. Death Shadow. Alright, well now the game's over. Cool. Am I wrong to not bring in Enchantment Hate on the draw against like Black Red Prowess? I mean, I'm gonna look up a list here. I'm not so sure that I'm wrong though. Alright, so here we are, Rakdos Shadow. It says Blood Moon, 3 of in this sideboard, in this list by the Ans Yoshi. And I wonder if it gives us sideboard information. So it's 3 in 64% of decks. Alright, so maybe we can expect the Blood Moon. I think we're probably in the situation where we just like sort of fetch around it. Honestly, I think we're like more willing to play around things like Kozilek's Return. Leave in our Totem Armor effects. I don't know, like, for me, battling the Blood Moon there just does not quite seem good enough, I have to say. Because we brought in Leyline and Paths, and we took out, was it Spider Umbra and Core Spirit Dancer? Honestly, we could probably want to leave the Spider Umbras in because of Kozilek's Return. It's hard. It's probably just bought out the Core Spirit Dancers, bought in the Leyline and Path, and then take out maybe a Staggering Insight. Yeah, I think it's sort of bad beats. Like, I think we maybe fetch around Blood Moon. We fetch that basic planes into play. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think there's enough argument for Staggering Insight if you're running the Spirit Links. Like, because this could very easily be all that glitters, and you could just add a whole bunch of aggression to the deck and attack in and be like all crazy like. Or you could keep the Staggering Insights, and these Spirit Links could be Sentinel's Eyes. You could get those extra sources of vigilance, and you could also have a good matchup into these creature decks. I think overall, just probably cutting the Staggering Insights is fine. Adding in the All That Glitters. And then adjusting our land base. So Hallowed Fountain out. Excuse me. Extra Temple Garden, extra Razor's Edge Thicket. And honestly, I think we just go back to playing 20 lands. I from one league here would say I mulled hands to land screw and lost games to land screw more often than I kept a land heavy hand and flooded out. Like, I think we're fine here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Still getting a little bit over a little bit of a virus. I had a rhino virus of all things, and I'm on the tail end of it. I'm feeling a lot better at the moment. But I've still, because I've got asthma, it gets antagonized when I get sick and stays flared up for a little while afterwards. Fortunately, like things like Ventolin do help, so I'll probably have a few puffs of that in a minute. But yeah. I think like one Spirit Mantle, because we had the extra land, we went up to 61 cards, so probably running like 3 Boon, 1 Spirit Mantle is fine. Then we have 7 cards here. Yeah, like when we're not running around with main deck ley lines or like 4 main deck Path to Exiles, we actually have, you know, an extra 3 aura slots here, so we should get land screwed less, right? On top of that, like we're running white, we're running the Core Spirit Dancers. The Core Spirit Dancers help us churn through a bit of that screw. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. It for this league. Let me know what you think. What did you think about the splash for Staggering Insight? Do you think it's warranted and good enough? If you're running the Spirit Link, I don't know. For me personally, I didn't think it was good enough, but maybe you guys have a different opinion. It's probably something that warrants more testing in any case, though. So have a great day, everyone. I'll see you next time. Cheers.